Hey guys, it's Tandrake, and I am here with a different type of video today. It's an update. Sorry, I thought my door was open. It's kind of an update video. It's a little bit different to what I've done as an update video in the past. Now, this is just a slight bit pre-recorded, maybe. You don't know. You can never know. But I wanted to talk about a couple of things. Being the day that it is, and I'll get to that in a minute. I'm no good at talking at a camera. I'm literally looking at the camera right now and thinking, what the fuck are you doing? But really getting to the point. In the past couple of months, I've seen my channel rise and drop over and over again, and I don't care about the drops. I really don't. I never really will. I like seeing it rise, subscriber wise and all of that. It's great fun to make the videos and everything. I love doing it. It's something that I'm not gonna ever stop doing. Not by choice, at least. But as a lot of people know, everyone has problems. Everyone has a different way of thinking and everything. People like me tend to feel alone a lot of the time. Now here we go into the really shit stuff. And I figured out it's because of the people that are around us. The people that are around us don't seem to think the same as we do because we have an abnormal way of thinking. Me, for example, I've had a lot of bad shit happen in my lifetime, and people don't seem to understand why I take things the way that I do, the way I do things. They seem to have this whole, well, that's really fucked up the way that you do things that way sort of thing, the way that you can react to certain things. And because of that, a lot of people can get a bit anxious and nervous around me. I mean, I can come off like totally aggressive about something that's completely normal to everyone else, but that's because of experience in that sort of subject. So people tend to get a little bit nervous around me and all that, which tends to make them like try and walk away. Which, you want to walk away, go ahead, I don't care, sort of thing. You obviously at that point you didn't mean as much as what I may have thought you did or anything like that, because you want to walk away. You're not really anything at that point. And a lot of people probably look at this and think, well, yeah, I've had so many people that have walked away because of a little reaction that I've had, or because of the way I thought about something. And yeah, it's normal. It is normal for people to react badly or good to one thing or another, depending on how you react. They could react badly to your good reaction. They could react well to a bad reaction, sort of thing. People are people. They're a variable. They're something that is very, very unpredictable. And I'm getting off course, like hugely off course right now. What I'm trying to say is, as most people know, that when you do feel alone, it really fucking sucks. It sucks like asshole. It's very bad taste in your mouth. Anyway, getting back to the actual, getting back to it. As everyone knows, well, anyone that's watched any of my older videos, I was with a group, first group that I was actually with, and we went on for a while, and then things happened. Everyone has their own reactions. A couple of people felt uncomfortable around me because of the way things went, because of certain things are said everyone gets uncomfortable around someone so at some point or another. And then I started hanging out with a couple of people, and great guys. I mean, I've not met bad people. Well, tell a lie. There's some bad people, but I don't blame anything on any certain one unless it's blatant that it's their fault. So that's the thing. Sorry, something come up on my computer. Now, started hanging out with some guys, and then all of a sudden someone come along, which is also leads me back to my first CSGO video that I've done in a very, very long time. And I gave a little bit of a shout out, which wasn't 100% intended. I was just saying that there's people that I'm like playing games with now that have changed a lot of things. But this gets more towards the point, because even with these new people, I felt a little bit out on the sidelines, and I understood because I was the new guy. And then along comes, which I'm going to use his real name at the end of the day, because it's going to come out in a video sooner or later. I mean, I've got hours and hours of CSGO footage from us. So it's going to come out sooner or later. Jacob is his name. We started playing a game together, and then the next day he sort of sent me a message, because we had talked about, because we're using Discord, he sent me a message saying like how he would like to have a group that was organised and everything. So he went and created a group, and he invited me to it, and we've known each other for about a month, possibly a little bit more than a month. Yeah, around about a month and a week, maybe, at this point. And we've gotten on quite well, to the point where I realised that every group that I've been in so far, I didn't really fit into 100%. I just dealt with it because it seemed normal. I mean, how can you be 100% comfortable with people when you haven't even met them face to face? But that doesn't really matter, because the way that we act around each other, it's like we see each other every day sort of thing. That's what it feels like, and it's completely different. Everything works so well, and I was so lucky in getting this opportunity to meet him, because I mean, we talk every day, literally every day. We talk, except from the last couple of days because I've been a little bit busy, and hell, this video is kind of just to make him cry a little bit. No, I'm joking. When he said to me at one point that he saw the CSGO footage, and it was sort of like, oh wow, sort of thing. Never thought that it would be like that. When I said that I met some really great new people and all that. But I mean, he's probably, if you're watching this right now, I know that you're probably as red as fuck. So I'm gonna leave the embarrassment off now, because yeah, it's mean. But then we move on to the other people. This group has grown to a huge amount of people, slowly but surely. We're gaining people every couple of days. The next person I met in that group was Choco, and Choco's of a different aspect to most people. I haven't actually met anyone like her before, and on a personal level, I may look like I'm gonna cry. The reason being is because for someone so young as she is, she has such an outlook on life that I've never even known anyone to have this sort of outlook. She knows exactly what she wants to do, and she wants to make the world a better place. She wants to help people grow into something that they want to be, even if they don't know what they want to be. And that is something I've never ever known in any human being. Ever. I've known people that have the ability to do it like she does, but I've never known anyone that actually wants to do it with that ability. And I must admit there was a couple of times where I was feeling a little bit depressed in the last month, and she's been like, oh, you want to talk about it? And we talked about it, and within the 5 or 6 hours that it was bringing me down, in 20 minutes she finds something that is completely and utterly relevant, and she makes me seem the fool, because where I was getting a little bit depressed over these things, it gives out an easy solution, and why I shouldn't really be worrying about it, and why it shouldn't be bothering me. And that's something that I've never known in a human being, to be able to do stuff like that. Yeah, I've probably known some really, really bad human beings, and Jesus Christ, why? I could have sworn I said this offline. This sucks so badly. No, offline. There we go. Turned itself back online. Now, back to it. And yeah, it's just great to have her around, because she's fun as well. That's the thing, she's actually fun to be around. And then there's all sorts of characters. Schmau, who some of you may know if you've watched some of the older videos, some of the older multiplayer videos that I've done. He was originally in the first group, and he's now mulling about in the second group, and he comes in, it was sort of like, he sent me a message saying, oh, what are you doing? Do you want to play a couple of games? So we did, and he comes in nearly every day now into the group, and it's great to see him, because he sort of pitted out in the first group, and I know that Schmau's going to end up watching this at some point, because he's going to find out that it's up, and then he's going to batter me, same as Choco. Choco's going to take the piss out of me so much for this shit, because I don't think I've actually told her exactly how impressed I am to find someone who's like she is. I gave up on humanity a long time ago, but there's a little bit of hope with people like her. And Schmau's a really, really great guy, and as much as we beat each other with words, which you will probably see in future CSGO episodes of shit on my channel, and blah 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 blah. I am not here to advertise, and 13 minutes already, Jesus Christ. This was supposed to be like a 5-minute video, and I've just been rambling on. Anyway, it's great to have these people around, and we've gained people. Oscar, another character it was surprising, because literally we're picking these people off of CSGO 9 times out of 10. Oscar's really fun to have about. He knows how to play the game, but he knows how to mess around as well in the game, which is the whole point that we do comp, to mess around, because we know that when you mess around in comp, there's that much more chance of losing, which can equal a deranking, and that's not a good thing, obviously, as most people know that's played it. If you haven't played it, then get the fuck on, scrub. But it's when we mess about on comp, we know that we're risking. Like, we're risking our ranks, we're risking our stats. It doesn't really matter. We're there to have some fun, which a lot of CSGO players don't really understand. But that's why it makes for such a good videos, because we get to a point and we're like, we have to win this. We've got to win this, because we've been fucking about for all of these rounds, and now we just look like fools playing a game. But that leads me to another person who we gained into the group recently, and that was Malmo. Now, I bet some of you think, I know that name, I've heard that name before. Yeah, it is a city. Why not? It's not a bad name. But she's been very supportive, and she's another person who, when we mess about, she saves our asses. Don't you dare. It's put me back online, son of a bitch. Just saw everything flash up. Put me back online. Yeah, she saves our asses 9 times out of 10 on the games. She doesn't think herself as someone who can clutch, but she's clutch queen. And she's very open-minded about a lot of things, and you can talk to her about anything. She's just very, very bad at replying to messages, which makes me very, very bored, and making me very, very bored makes me write a load of shit. I mean, I declared her my slave the other day. And because she didn't respond quick enough, she lost the right to be able to deny it. But it's things like that. It's like, I wake up in the morning and I see messages on my phone, and I'm like, who the hell is messaging me? I never ever used to be like that. And it'll be like, oh, I hope you've had a nice sleep, sort of thing. You're going to be on later on so we can play this, play that, sort of thing. And, I mean, I'm 6 hours ahead of everyone else. Well, most of everyone else, because I mean, like, Malmo's EU, so is Oscar. But everyone else, Choco, Schmau, Jacob, they're all 6 hours behind, and 12 in the afternoon is 6 a.m. for them, sort of thing. And it's difficult to do things like that, but it's never been like that. I've never really had the people around me that have sort of like sent me messages, sort of like, I hope you had a nice night's sleep, and what are you doing later on? And it's never really been like that, because I've always been kind of one out on my own. I need to wrap this video up, because it's 17 minutes into it. It's just wasting time now. So, and as embarrassing as this is, this is my way of saying that I'm incredibly grateful for the support that I've had on my YouTube channel, for the people that I have found recently, the new group. I feel at home in it, and it's not something that's 100% normal for me. I don't ever feel 100% comfortable, and yet in this group I do. And the whole reason for this video is because the day that this video is actually going to be made public, I wanted to thank everyone, because today, the day that this video is made public, is my birthday. And it's been a while since I felt 100% happy with myself on my birthday, so this is a very, very big thank you to anyone who has supported me, or anyone who's around me right now, because I've had some really, really shit years sometimes. And I mean, total years have been absolutely crap. Hardly anything good has happened. That may be my fault. I'm a very, very idiotic person at times. I made a load of bad choices. I've made a lot of bad choices in my life. But I mean, that's getting onto a personal level now, and we all know the golden rules, as someone once mentioned. Jesus Christ, Jacob, why do you have to keep mentioning his name? The 3 golden rules, personal shit, it's all left on the net, or blah. Whatever. I'm gonna say I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you very much for supporting me. Thank you very much for watching. If you watched all of this through, then good for you. I rambled so fucking much. I'm surprised none of you went and clicked the fucking X. Like, fuck off. I don't really like it. No, dislike. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you so much for the wonderful time that I've had being on YouTube. That people that I've met. There's not many people that really see YouTube is that big of a thing, but for me it's something that I started to waste time, and I was going to play the games anyway, so I might as well record and upload, and it's grown into something that's become quite a big part of my life, because I love doing it. I know that I don't always have the time to be able to make a good edit of a video. I know that I don't always have the time to be able to make a video at all, so I stack videos, and that's why most of my channel is playthroughs, because it's a very, very easy thing to do. I'm trying to get the time to do the multiplayers. I'm trying to get the time to do the editing, and this video is running on like a motherfucker. So when I get enough time that I have the time to do stuff full, like a full proper edit, and I'm gonna try so hard to do it. I hope you guys are going to enjoy it that much more, because this is just not me saying that this isn't my full potential on YouTube. I've got so much more that I can do. I just don't have the time. So yeah, again, thank you guys so much for even watching this to this point. 20 minutes I'm seeing. 20 minutes. So thank you guys again and again and again. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching again, and I will see you in the next video.